Welcome back to a brand new episode of TVGP's We Roguelike. At this time, we're playing Halls of Torment. I'm your host, Boston, playing this on the PC, joined as always by Moonpeer.
Hello, also PC. Isn't it the only place? I
At
don't
the
know.
moment, yeah. Seems like they're interested in putting it on consoles, but at time of recording, no plans for that yet, sadly.
Okay. A Windows PC, I should say.
Yes, a Windows personal computer, Windows 95 or 98 if you're fancy here. To give a quick explanation of what this game is, it's a Diablo 1 or 2 styled bullet heaven. So if you've played Vampire Survivors, if you've played what was that one we really liked with the spiderweb upgrade tree,
Spirit Hunters Infinite Horde.
Yeah, it's like those games, except it looks a lot like Diablo 1.
Yes.
And it functions
Which,
very similarly.
honestly, that is a very good jumping off point for me because there's going to be a but at the end of this sentence.
Okay.
I despise this art style.
Okay.
It's not pixely, but the isometric, like rendered, classic, the way Diablo 1 looks. I don't like the way that game looks. For some reason, it doesn't bother me in this game.
Yeah, I feel like as it leans all the way into its style, which I think it's not like, oh, it looks really great and it evokes Diablo 1. It's like, no, it looks exactly like how you remember Diablo 1 looking, which Diablo 1 didn't look this good, but
no, it did not.
You know, it kind of, you could see this running 640 480 on your Windows 95 computer and being like, yeah, I played a lot of this game. It's wild. So I haven't played as much of this as I really wanted to, largely because of our game club game upcoming here, which is the thing you've been hearing on anything that we've been recording anytime recently. But I've been pretty happy with what I have played so far, and I think part of the thing that surprised me the most was during my first run, I'm unlocking achievement after achievement. It's like, yeah, you lasted 5 minutes, you killed 1,000 enemies, you did this, and I'm like, what? How many achievements are in this game? Like, I've unlocked 15 on this first run. Then when you get
There's a lot.
When you get back to the kind of main hub area, and you see that quest list where you have a grid where you're getting more XP the more things you unlock.
Can we talk about the square grid? The equivalent of the sphere grid?
It's so, like, when I saw that, and I saw that unlocking those achievements and kind of meeting those, I think they call them quests. By completing those quests, you get more XP and you get like a sort of fractional upgrades for your characters. I was like, oh, I'm in trouble now. Because that is
even better because it has them for the game.
Yep.
And then it has them for each individual character.
I'm in trouble, man. That's the stuff that I am just a sucker for. I like it too because it, we like meta progression here. We're kind of those roguelike fans in general. Not like we hate games that don't have meta progression, but I think it's kind of our preference. But seeing that stuff very clear in the game, you can track them in the game's kind of play field while you're playing. So you could say like, kill 15,000 enemies in one run, and it's keeping track of it at the top of the screen. That I think that's a huge upgrade.
It is. Also, I think this game addresses my one issue with bullet heaven games. And a really, really, really well designed bullet heaven, it kind of is a little bit irrelevant because you get used to it. But you can aim in this game.
Yes, it does auto aiming and auto fire if you want. But you can do manual of either one of those.
Of both. I have it on auto attack and manual aiming because I love a good backwards run while attacking the direction that the horde is.
That's the good stuff. Well, and it also it prevents the thing of a boss chasing you down, surrounded by little enemies. I don't care about the little enemies. Those are going to get attacked just by me attacking the boss. I need you to stop like swinging and flinging everywhere. I need you to attack this like spectral ghost rider that's throwing ghost bombs at me. Like that's the thing
Uh-huh.
that I need to attack. Don't worry about the other stuff here.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Progression is pretty quick so far. Like I've done
Mm-hmm.
like 4 or 5 runs. I made a very big mistake and went into the second level with the second character before I unlocked any form of progression for him.
Ditto. Yep. That
It
was a
did not go
mistake.
well.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Uh, it was
I
slightly problematic, one might say.
I did go into the third level with the third character you unlock, which is the flamethrower guy, and I
Wait,
actually
what? Wait, hold on. The
uh,
flamethrower guy?
yeah. Mm-hmm. Or is that the fourth?
What?
I've like 5 or 6 classes unlocked
Okay,
now.
I've only got 3. The third character I unlocked was the wizard.
Okay, I didn't do a run with that because I don't remember what the flamethrower person's name is, but it was like an exterminator or something. And I was like, well, this sounds weird. Let's do a run with this. I
Hmm.
completed a full like 30-minute run of the third level, and managed to kill the thing that spawns after you complete a run with that
Oh, I
character.
was so close on level 1 with the end.
I destroyed that run, and it was one of those things of like, boy, I am way stronger than I was expecting to. This character is incredibly cool. And I think part of the reason why I felt so strong on that run is a system that I wasn't sure how to feel about before I started playing this game, but just like a kind of Diablo game, you do have a full set of gear you can equip, like a helmet and
Hmm.
like chest armor and rings and gauntlets and stuff like that. That was the thing that going into this, I was like, I'm not sure how that is going to work, but so far that has felt pretty good as a way to like get an early build going for a character, like one that you kind of have a half a build going in to a level with, and then
Hmm.
on the flip side, being able to take a piece of gear you've gotten in a run and send that through the well back up to the guy in the camp for you to be able to purchase that to use it as a piece of starting equipment.
Yeah, I got this weird thing where there was like a pile of skulls and I killed a bunch of enemies in the circles around it,
Right.
and it gave me like a purple shard. I don't know what I'm doing with it.
Oh, I don't know if I've gotten one of those. That's interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's kind of cool to see like I have sent 2 pieces of gear up and I've been able to buy them for like between 800 and 1,000 gold. So it's not cheap, but it's not super expensive. Um,
Hmm.
and then at that point, I can then use it in any of my character's loadouts, which each character can have a different loadout too. Um, and then that's available in my kind of uh, like gear options that I can use, which I think is pretty neat overall. It seems like there's enough different types of progression in here to keep things at least pretty interesting over, probably as long as we're going to play this game, over
Yeah.
the next month or so. So
Oh, definitely.
yeah, I I I wish there was more to talk
But
about
this it
some of the other
it
systems.
sounds good. Like I
It
will
does
say that
sound
as
good, yeah.
well. Like it sounds good. It plays. It seems to play really well.
Hmm.
Like so far, it's really good.
Yeah, and for better or for worse, it's a bullet heaven. So like if you played any of these, you sort of know what you're getting into. It
Hmm.
feels, I think, a little bit more difficult in the early game here than something like Spirit Hunters. Vampire Survivors is also kind of difficult at the beginning, but I think for me I chalked a lot of that up to being the first one of these I played. So it's a lot of like I don't know what to prioritize. I don't know what am I
Yeah.
unlocking, that sort of thing. Um, but it doesn't feel mean, like it doesn't really feel unfair, but it's one of those things of like, if you don't manage the kind of mobs that are coming at you, the game will happily let you get overrun and not really worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So one other thing that I thought was really interesting is, as your character levels up, that unlocks additional skills that don't unlock until you're like level 10, 15, 45, 50. Like you'll see like, oh, now it's attack speed level 4 that only unlocked at level 50. I think that's kind of a neat thing of like, you do really have to try, and if you're going to focus on one specific thing, you do have to keep leveling up to kind of keep pace with that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
So far seems really cool. I'm pretty impressed. Musum over at Pup has been talking about this for a while. He was playing this in early access, and it just came out in 1.0. I think it was about 2 months ago. And I've been looking forward to playing it for a while because he really liked it, and it really clicked with him. And playing it here for the last week or two, I can pretty easily see why. This is a cool game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good so far, and it controls well too. Like, it's very simple, but like it does feel like the upgrades in the middle of a run make a difference too. Because like, especially when you're that second character, like the archer, it's so good to get your movement speed ramped up so high and just be like, yep, nobody can touch me.
Yeah, I'm sprinting. It does. Speaking of controls, the controller support on PC is really good too. I'm using a DualSense controller, and it works just fine. So I'm actually playing it through my Steam Link, and it works really great.
Nice. Yeah, I'm using an Xbox One.
Nice. All right, I think that's our first week here of Halls of Torment. Hopefully everybody else is enjoying it as well as we're playing through it. And we'll see you all next run. Bye.
Bye.